Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from today. My name is Eleanor, and I'm Head of Programmes at ANGLO, and today I'm going to tell you all about our Exeter and Warwick centres and the final London weekend. There will be dedicated time for Q&A at the end of the session, so just use the Q&A box in the bottom right-hand side to ask any questions you'd like me to answer, and I'll go through them all at the end of the presentation. So, we're going to start by looking at the Anglo course, the academic side, the social side, and our workshops. And then I'm going to go through the centre specifics of these locations and tell you about the London weekend. So about Anglo, we've been operating for a really long time, and every year we build on last year. So we take your valuable feedback, we improve our programs so that more and more students can continue to enjoy our amazing programs. We have stringent safeguarding measures in place and dedicated personnel so that all of our students, staff, group leaders, anybody at Anglo has a safe and enjoyable time with us. And of course, we are accredited by the British Council and are members of English UK for the teaching of English. So our courses are really robust, really communicative, and really, really fun for students. Last year, we welcomed 2,387 students and 209 group leaders from 14 different countries. So we had a great international mix across our locations. So what's the learning experience like? You'll start with an online level test. The students will receive a link before they arrive at centre so that we can place them in the best class according to their age and their level. We provide all of the learning materials. We have fully digital resources from levels A1 plus through to C1, and we provide all students with their very own pen and notebook, which is theirs to take home after the course as well. Exeter and Warwick includes 7 days of lessons, that's Monday to Friday, and it's 3.5 hours of English lessons each day. These are split into 3 different lessons, different topics, and I'll tell you more about those in a second. Maximum class size is 15, so there's good contact from the teachers, and we include 2 practical workshops throughout the course. These are interactive sessions where students can take what they've learned from the classroom and use them in more real-life contexts. And at the end of any course, there's a certificate of completion and a closing ceremony. The certificate includes the level of the course attended and the grade that's given by the teacher, so pass, merit, or distinction. So lesson 1 is topic-based language lesson. We're using a communicative approach to teach grammar, vocabulary, and speaking. And the second half of the lesson culminates in a collaborative task where students are working together on some kind of activity to practice the language that they've just learned. The second lesson is pre-excursion learning. So students are doing skills-based sessions, that's reading, listening, writing, and speaking, to learn about the places that they're going to visit. So in the case of Warwick, before they visit Warwick Castle, they'll learn all about the history and the things that they can do at Warwick Castle so that they can get the most out of the excursion. And at the end of every excursion lesson, the students are given an excursion mission. This is a small task that the students have to complete while they're on their excursion, and then they report back in the next lesson and hopefully win some points. The second half of lesson 2 is skills work. So the first part is pronunciation. We're working on the pronunciation points that are most difficult for speakers of English as a second language, and then also some functional skills so that students, when they're out and about on campus and on excursions, they can use chunks of functional language to communicate with people in the real world. The third lesson is project lesson. These are collaborative group projects where the students work together to build and create a tangible output. So they'll do 2 projects over the course. The first one is either designing a dream house or designing a city of the future. And the second one, creating a news programme or a charity campaign. And the teachers will work with the students to decide which of the 2 they want to do. And now about the workshops. I'm going to play you a short video so you can learn more, and then I'll go into more details. So as you can see from the students in the video, these are really fun and engaging sessions. The first one, the students are working on a creative project where they are making a short film from a prompt that they're given by the workshop leader. So they start with the conceptualization, building the story and writing a script. Then they film and edit their piece, and then they present it to the rest of the group. And the skills here obviously are collaboration, creativity, and time management. Then the Our Campus People and Places. This is a research-based workshop, so students are working on key research skills that they can use also beyond the Anglo experience when they go back to school in their home country and even later on in their university years. So we're looking at topics about the university and its people. So it could be jobs that people do, it could be places that people like to visit, places that people like to eat, favorite buildings, anything like that. And the skills are real life communication because they're surveying and interviewing real people on the campus, research skills, and data analysis. About the social program, this is probably one of the elements the students enjoy the most. We make sure that every day there's a roster of activities on offer so the students can practice their English and make friends outside of the classroom, but also having lots of fun. So we include things like discos and sports, murder mystery, karaoke, there's a talent show. There's really something for everyone, and we ensure that there's always some offer in the evening so they have something to choose from. There's at least 2 possible activities every day and sometimes even more. Now I'm going to tell you about our beautiful Exeter campus. Exeter is located in the southwest of England in the county of Devon. It's a beautiful green campus and you'll see from all the photos. We've got arrivals this year on the 1st and the 14th of July for either 10 nights at the university or 13 nights, including the London weekend. And you can access this centre from Exeter Airport, which serves mostly Spanish destinations, Bristol, which is about an hour and a half transfer, which has connections from really all over, and of course London airports as well. Sit back and relax, and I'll just show you this video, give you a taster. I mean, it really speaks for itself. It's a beautiful campus, amazing accommodation, and the excursions, they pack a punch. So we've got, when we're at the University of Exeter, we have our half-day excursions, including a walking tour of the city to see the key points, the key locations to visit, a boat trip along the River Exe, which is always a favourite. We visit Exeter Cathedral with included entrance, of course, and we wander around the historic quayside. For full-day excursions, they visit Bristol City and enjoy a walking tour of all the key points, including lots of Banksy street art. Tintagel Castle, which is in Cornwall, it's an amazing craggy castle ruin beside a stunning beach. And then, of course, 2 full-day excursions in London. When they go to London, we include the travel cards, and they can really choose their own itinerary of what they want to see when they're in London as well. So let's have a look at the amazing accommodation. So we have single ensuite bedrooms with 24-hour security, and this includes, of course, cleaning service halfway through. Your bedding and your towels are included and changed. And there are some lovely social spaces for students to hang out, free Wi-Fi, of course, and laundry on site as well. Because a 2-week stay, they're probably going to want to do some washing. So that's all included in the accommodation. Just to see a bit more, the accommodation is in an area called East Park, which is on a hill. on the beautiful green side of the campus. Lovely modern buildings, very spacious, with a kind of community feel with this square in the middle. The bedrooms are extremely modern, newly renovated, with lovely ensuite bathrooms. As I mentioned before, they're cleaned, with nice social spaces for the students to relax in after lessons. I should mention that the kitchen, they can't cook. All their meals are provided, but they do have this space if they want to keep things in the fridge or something like that. The campus is large, a little bit hilly, loads of green space, with lovely bright classrooms, incredible sports facilities, an outdoor heated swimming pool and tennis courts, which our students love. We include a barbecue, and of course there are supermarkets and cafes and the laundry services I mentioned before for the students to use. This is an aerial shot of our tennis courts and our canteen building. The students in this photo are enjoying a barbecue. This is the inside of our canteen. Lovely bright classrooms, incredible sports facilities, which we book ahead of time so our students can make full use of them. And the heated outdoor pool. This is such a treat. The students love spending time after class swimming in the outdoor pool. And when it's sunny in England, it's a lovely place to be, and this is a great activity to do. So they always love it, and we make sure that every student gets to use it at least once. And every summer in Exeter, we have a beautiful barbecue outside where our canteen cook team prepare a fantastic fresh barbecue for the students to enjoy on the grassy area in the sunshine. I mean, what's not to like? Just to take a closer look at what the programme looks like, you've got lessons, well, arrivals on day 1, and then you've got lessons which are in blue, either morning or afternoon, and on weekdays. You have your 2 workshops, filmmaking and the research one. All of the yellow ones, full day excursions. You can see on the final day, which is a Saturday, the students are presenting their projects, participating in a certificate ceremony, and then they all transfer to London. And then for the remainder of the trip, they're in London, and they leave from any London airport to go home. Every evening, we have all of our evening activities for the students to choose and enjoy together. Something else which is important to note is we've incorporated a free morning on day 7 of the course to give students an opportunity to relax, take some time to themselves, sleep, do their laundry. The programme is so action-packed that a lot of the feedback we previously received is that the students needed some downtime. So we have included it this morning. We incorporated it last year for the first time, and it was really, really successful. So we're going to continue that this year and in years to come. Now to look at Warwick. Warwick is another super green, super modern, lovely campus. There's some amazing architecture in Warwick. The buildings are quite spectacular. So we've got arrivals on the 7th and 21st of July. Just like Exeter, you can do a 10-night programme at the university only, or a 13-night programme, including the London weekend. Warwick is about 20 minutes from Birmingham Airport, which is really well connected. East Midlands Airport and, of course, the London airports is about a 2-hour transfer from London Luton, about 2 from Gatwick and Heathrow as well. And time for our teaser video. So in some ways it's very similar to Exeter, but in other ways it's so different. Warwick is really in the heart of England, so you've got those amazing excursions to places of historic and cultural interest in England. And then, of course, your London weekend at the end, where we're staying in hotel accommodation. So taking a closer look at our excursions, you've got a Coventry City walking tour, which is the local area near the university campus, a half day to Warwick Castle, which is a complete gem. You can see in this picture here, it's a massive castle, and they have falconry displays, they have a reconstruction of the War of Roses, various theatrical events, and a trebuchet being fired, lots of really immersive experiences to really learn about medieval England. The students always have so much fun on this one. They have a full day excursion to Oxford, and they also visit Stratford upon Avon and visit Shakespeare's birthplace. So before they go there, they learn all about Shakespeare's life, Shakespeare's work, and they really get a lot out of it because it's very common that students know about Shakespeare before they come, so they can contextualize what they've learned in their home countries and see where he was born and the kind of place he was living and working in. And then, of course, at the end, you've got 2 full days in London to enjoy the capital. Having a closer look at the accommodation. So same as Exeter, it's single ensuite bedrooms with 24-hour security. You've got your laundry facilities, your social spaces, your bedding and your towels and your cleaning. It's all included. And again, this is a really modern, clean, lovely accommodation block. And that's something that our groups really appreciate, is it's so modern. The bedrooms are in apartments inside these kind of house buildings, with space to social spaces and kitchens, not for cooking, but to hang out and to use the fridges. The bedrooms are incredibly modern and spacious with very nice ensuite bathrooms. This is another example of a bedroom. It's the same layout, same size bed, just a slightly different colour, with lovely clean bathrooms as well. We've got social spaces, as I mentioned. You have the kitchen area and also a pool room where the students can play pool or billiards. And then on the campus, you have lots of green spaces. It's very modern, it's very bright. The classrooms are very modern again, excellent sports facilities. Here it's an indoor pool, not an outdoor pool. There is also an on-site cinema and cafes and supermarkets as well. Taking another look at the campus, this is the Faculty of Arts building, which we're very lucky to use. Super beautiful architecture, lovely open spaces. This is one of the cafes. Here's the canteen space. The food here is excellent. Lovely bright teaching building beside the law school, and nice modern classrooms as well. The sports facilities are just a short walk from the centre of the campus. We make use of the great sports hall, the pitches, the swimming pool, everything like that. Again, here's a look at the sample programme. You've got your blue lessons, 7 days, final presentations and certificate ceremony. You've got your evening activities, some afternoon activities for sports, your 2 workshops, and your excursions in yellow. So it's a really good mix. The students are very busy, but of course we have the self-care morning in the middle, so they can have some downtime and rest. Maybe recover a little bit as well after the disco in the evening before. And then, same as Exeter, they transfer to London by private coach, and they can leave from any London airport. So about the London weekend, we travel by coach. We spend 3 nights in hotel accommodation in the city centre. Bed and breakfast is included at the hotel, and then we have meals out in the city provided by ANGLO. One of these is at the Hard Rock Cafe, which the students absolutely love. We provide full travel cards for the duration of the stay, so you can travel around the city using the tube and the buses, and you can depart from any London airport. So now I'm going to look at your questions and answer them. If I'm still speaking and you think of more questions, feel free to write them in the box. But otherwise, if you have anything else, you can send me an email after the call, and I'll be happy to answer any further questions you might have. So let me see, Q&A. Do the ANGLO staff come to London with the groups? Yes, they do. I didn't mention that, but they do. Everybody leaves the university campus together on the coach. So our activity leaders, program manager, welfare staff, everybody there goes to London as well. So you're not just packed off to London and sent away to stay in a hotel and visit the capital on your own. You have our team with you who are leading your tours around the city, making sure that you're traveling safely around the city, and just assisting you with any issues in the hotel or when you're out and about in the capital. Another question here. How far are the classrooms from the accommodation? I don't know which centre you're asking about, so I'm going to answer for both. In Exeter, it's about a 10-minute walk through the lovely green campus. I say 10 minutes because the students walk quite slowly. So there's that to consider. In Warwick, it's 5 to 10 minutes as well. Always on the campus. You're not leaving the campus, crossing any main roads. There's none of that. You're staying on the campus and moving around the closed university environment. Are students allowed to leave campus on their own? No. We make sure that students, whenever they leave campus, they're with ANGLO staff or minimum the group leader. Sometimes group leaders want to take students off campus, maybe on the self-care morning or when they have some free time, which we are absolutely fine with, but the students have to be accompanied by an adult at all times. They can't just come and go from campus because that wouldn't be safe. We want to know where they are at all times and make sure there's somebody looking after them. No more questions for now. One's just come in. Can we book a musical for London weekend? Absolutely. London weekend is a great opportunity to do whatever you want to do and see whatever you want to see in the capital. So if that includes a musical in the West End, by all means, I would wholeheartedly recommend it. It's a great experience. Students always enjoy it. I wouldn't recommend it for the day you arrive in London, just in case there are any delays, but the second night in London is a great time to go and see a musical, so absolutely. And if you want ANGLO to book that on your behalf, you just send us an email and we can help you arrange it. Do students get free time on excursions? Yes, it's controlled free time. So the group leader and the activity leader leading the excursion would make sure that the students know the meeting point. They know how much time they have. And students move around minimum in twos, preferably small groups. So no students are roaming around cities on their own. They're always with a group of other students, make sure they've got a phone to contact the group leader, and it's a very controlled area. They have a limit as to where they can go and a set period of time that they can have. Okay, yeah, I've answered all those questions for now. I'll give it another 30 seconds or so, but in the meantime, I just want to thank you all for joining me today. It's been a real pleasure to talk about Exeter and Warwick and these amazing campuses and the London weekend that students can experience at the end. I'll send you all of the details in an email afterwards, just to make sure that you can look through all of our materials. If you want to use a presentation to present these campuses to your clients, they're all ready to go for you to use. And any questions, you can always get in touch. So yeah, there's no more questions in the Q&A, so I'm going to end the meeting there. But thank you once again for joining me today, and I hope to see your students very soon. Bye.